Hello, and welcome back to the Harmony Inspired Health podcast. If you're new here, welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Harmony Robinson Stagg. And in today's episode, I want to take you deep into the origin, soul, and evolution of what it truly means to rise into your higher self. As many of you know who are listening, I am the creator of the higHERself methodology, and it is sort of like the pillar of the book that I just wrote of Ayurveda and the Alchemy of HER. And I really want to dissect what I mean by your higher self and how it is possible to absolutely embody her. This is not just a concept or a method, it's a lived embodiment, a reclamation, permission slip to just stop day to day living, surviving, but actually start thriving and enjoying cyclical living, seasonally living, soulfully living. We're going to talk about why burnout is not a badge of honor, how the world has confused hustle with healing, and how Ayurveda offers us a rhythm that helps us evolve through alignment and not exhaustion. So, if you're done with pushing, done with shrinking, done with pretending you don't need rest or softness or cycle awareness, this episode is your gentle yet potent activation. Now, let's get one thing really clear. We have been culturally conditioned to associate our value as women with our output. Now, for women, this often looks like multitasking until we collapse. It looks like pushing through PMS, ignoring signs of perimenopause, suppressing emotions, and turning every self-care practice into a productivity hack. But here's the truth. You are not here to hustle your way to worth. Okay? I'm going to say that one again because I think it's so important for you to hear this. You are not here to hustle your way to worth. And burnout is not a symbol of strength. It's actually a red flag. And look, to be completely transparent and honest with you, it's a red flag that I have to fly for myself all of the time. Okay. I'm only human as well. But I have become so much better at seeing that red flag flying in front of my face and doing something about it. It's also not that your body's betraying you. It's really just asking you to listen, to notice the red flags and to act upon those. And Ayurveda teaches us to live with nature, not against it. And that includes our inner nature as well. In Ayurveda, we observe the rhythms of the day, the moon, the seasons, and the life stages. For women, our menstrual cycle actually becomes our fifth vital sign. We know we are not linear beings, right? We are cyclical beings, just as nature is. And when we live in alignment with our hormonal blueprint and the Ayurvedic clock, everything changes for us. We stop waking up already exhausted. We understand when to create and when to retreat. We honor the inner winter of menstruation and the full summer of ovulation. And this isn't new age fluff. This is ancient medicine that is still so relevant today, that has passed the test of time, because Ayurvedic medicine is like 5,000 years old. So I want to jump a little bit now into the hormonal connection, but I want to take it from a science and spirit aspect, okay? Hormones are not just chemical messengers. They are energetic translators. So when you ignore your needs, your cortisol rises. That's your main stress hormone. And when you abandon your boundaries, your progesterone drops, a very important sex hormone. When you keep pushing, your insulin, your thyroid, and your sex hormones all rebel. Okay? And then we have a cascade of symptoms to deal with. Now, this is not failure. It is just feedback. And when you choose rhythmic self-care, daily Ayurvedic rituals, breath work, rest, nourishment, lunar tracking, you can return to hormonal harmony. And you can do that fairly quickly if you're consistent. Your hormones don't just regulate your body, they regulate your sense of safety, pleasure, creativity, and clarity. They are the alchemy of her, the alchemy of you in this human vessel, which brings me to this idea of how can we alchemize ourselves to really step into our higher self. And to do this, and many, many years, 20 years being in the health and wellness industry, serving women, I came up with 3 pillars of the higher self method that when you can master these 3 pillars, you really can embody your higher self. So let's talk about these 3 pillars that can transform or guide your transformation. So the first one is health alchemy. And when I speak of health alchemy, I'm speaking of the physical, the mental, the spiritual, emotional, and dharmic health of an individual. But as women, our hormones can help govern aspects of all of these. And so it's so important to be able to holistically manage our hormones in a really healthy way. Health is not just about what you eat or how often you exercise. It's about how you actually digest the food that you eat. As I said, it's about your hormones. So much of the way you show up and the symptoms that you might be experiencing can come down to your hormones. It's about your sleep. Are you getting adequate sleep? It's about your skin. Is it glowing with tejas, with vitality, with warmth? It's knowing your cycle and asking yourself if your cycle feels quote unquote normal to you. It's tapping into your intuition and the way that your body is communicating with you. It's really the alchemy of the body, the mind, the heart, and soul. It's understanding your prakriti, which is your Ayurvedic constitution, and living in a way that nourishes it. Now, the second pillar is the empowered mind paradigm. Your mind is not a passive bystander. It's the script writer of your entire life. In Ayurveda, the chitta, which is the subconscious mind, is where your samskaras, your deep mental impressions, live. To rise into your higher self, you must rewrite those scripts. And those samskaras that may be holding us back from truly embodying our higher self, they can be different for all women, but they might come across in various forms. And some of the different samskaras that I have seen lately is, I'm too much. So how do we shift that? The I'm too much. Can we shift that to I'm powerful? Can we rewrite that script? I'm powerful. That sounds so much more powerful than I'm too much, right? Can we change the script from I have to do it all to I get to choose what aligns? That, again, sounds so much more empowering. We can't heal or we can't really step forward into our higher self from a disempowered state. We need to shift the script to an empowered one. And then the third pillar is dharmic impact. Now, this is where embodiment becomes legacy. Dharma is not just your purpose, it's how you show up in the world. It's your authenticity, it's your truth, your alignment. When you live from Dharma, you become a lighthouse. You inspire others not by telling them how to live, but by being a living example of what it means to be awake, embodied, and whole. When you can really work on these 3 pillars, this is you absolutely embodying and stepping into your higher self. That is the higher self version of you. And so who are you when you stop pretending? This is one of the biggest questions that I ask my clients and students. Who are you when you stop pretending? When you stop performing, people pleasing, overgiving, shrinking to fit in, striving for more all the time to prove your worth? Because your higher self isn't someone you need to become or pretend to be. She is already within you. She is the truth of your essence, of your authenticity, of who you are. And she's just waiting for you to remember. And that remembering begins with embodiment, not information. not perfection, not anything outside of you. It's just deep devotion to yourself and to really embodying that higher self, that truth of who you are. So if today's episode resonated with you, I invite you to take this exploration deeper. Whether you're seeking personal healing, feminine vitality, or want to walk the path of embodied Ayurveda without the pressure of certification or career, the embodiment pathway of the Ayurveda Alchemist Academy is for you. And it's a space to rise into your rhythm, remember your wisdom, and reclaim your power. You can always book a free call with me. Just DM me on Instagram, Harmony Inspired Ayurveda. Just DM and say, hey, I want to jump on a free call. I heard it on your podcast, and I will arrange one with you. And if this concept of the higher self and the pillars that support it deeply resonate and you want to take a deep dive into this methodology, then I encourage you to go and get my book, Ayurveda and the Alchemy of HER. I will have the links in the show notes, but you can get it on your local Amazon or from my website. All right, guys, have the most beautiful day stepping into your higher self.